Hello and welcome to the Eemerge Foundation's 2023 Rugby World Cup Lunch. I'm Ali Selby and there's plenty of familiar faces here today, including 5 winning World Cup champions, and they all have one goal in common.
Well, I'm here to support Ian and to support the Eemerge Foundation.
It's been one of the biggest events in the recent years. I think, post-COVID, it's nice to see a lot of people back here supporting the event.
Today is a massive standout, 650 people, which is, I'm pretty sure, a record, and I don't think we could squeeze another person in here. It's just really exciting.
I'm getting on. I've been to a million functions. But to see the support that Ian gets from particularly the fund management, the insurance groups, is great.
There's people getting behind it. Obviously, it's a rugby lunch, and it's great to see lots of men here, but also fantastic to see so many more women here attending. And I think that goes to show the support behind the actual foundation, what an impact that makes in their lives going forward.
I've been coming to these for over a decade. They're a lot of fun. You catch up with a lot of mates from the industry. It's a great networking opportunity, great entertainment.
At the same time, support the Eemerge Foundation. I've been here a couple of lunches before, and it's such a valuable thing to do. And when you hear the stories about what they're doing, it just pulls a bit of a heartstring as well. It's a very easy fit to be able to raise money and come to a great lunch today. So I've got the mix, I think, quite well.
Everybody loves this event. Everybody loves to give back. Everybody really, I think, connects with this cause. It's something so special and really unique in terms of what we can do here in Australia.
I feel like my face says it all. It's really, really exciting. I think I woke up this morning just so happy that everybody wanted to be involved with this charity. I mean, look at the prizes today. I'm really looking forward to raising a lot of money for the Eemerge Foundation.
It is a really, really good cause. We've got to remember how lucky we are in this country.
Well, I'm here today to support the East Timorese. One of the great things about the East Timorese is that they are fantastic people. What the Eemerge Foundation is doing is giving the opportunity for kids to get somewhat of an education.
I think it's really important that we're able to support communities that may not have the resources to do it themselves.
We can make a huge difference by giving small amounts of money. We are very privileged in the lives that we live, so having that humility, and I think it's nice to have the industry behind it.
We just want the money to head up into East Timor. What we can do is really just, we can bring clients along to a great event, we can raise money, and that finds its way into the right hands up in East Timor.
I'm blown away, the importance of the funding that goes there. So I'd love to get over there and help Ian and Marion and the foundation to see if we can raise the profile.
Charities that are built on education are things that I think from a rugby point of view, rugby people understand.
The numbers speak for themselves, over 1,000 teaching graduates. And if you have one more teacher, another 30 kids get to go to school every single year. And you multiply that by 1,000 teachers, it's a terrific outcome.
Ian and Marion really inspired me to be part of this committee. The work that they both do for the Eemerge Foundation and the support they provide to East Timor is something that we should all admire very much.
It's such a privilege and a buzz to see how involved and how excited people are here to support.
I think it's good for the industry to put something back in.
All I know is I'm the richer for having got involved in not-for-profit for 35, 40 years of my life.
The Eemerge Foundation actually delivers.
It's an amazing foundation and cause to support and be part of. Being able to give women and children an opportunity to come back and educate and support all of this in East Timor is fantastic.
This is just the start of it, really. I think I'd like to see it go nationwide.
It's really amazing to see this have grown over the years and the amount of support that the industry gives back to something like the Eemerge Foundation.
Sometimes people do it tough, and you just got to try and do your small bit. In the small bit that we can do, I think that goes a long way to just helping out the big picture.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are lucky to be joined in South Africa by a couple of captains as well. We will cross to our man in South Africa.
Well, thank you, Rod, and hello to everybody at the Eemerge Foundation event. It's our pleasure to be joining you virtually, and I have the 1995 Rugby World Cup winning captain, Francois Pinault, with me. Francois, before we quickly talk about the rugby, education, it's been a passion of yours since your retirement.
Thanks, Matt. And everybody in the room, hi. I believe there's about 1,000 people. There's some old has-beens that I used to play against and play with. Big shout out. And a big shout out to Ian McRitchie and the Eemerge Foundation, what they're doing in education. I think that's where our link up came. I started the Make a Difference Leadership Foundation 20 years ago, and Ian has been very generous in supporting us. So education is a passion of mine. We support bright young minds that are not financially advantaged, and we give them opportunity to fulfill their dreams. So deep into your pockets at the event so that the Eemerge Foundation can raise as much money as they possibly can today.
Francois, the impact of your victory in 1995 is so well documented. A Hollywood movie was made about it. But what did it mean to you, the team, and to the country from your perspective?
It changed my life. You know, it's that image of a blessed Francois Pienaar next to Mr. Mandela is epic. You know, it's something that everybody would remember for the things that it stood for. You know, personally, to be the first South African captain to lift it above my head was incredibly special. The first major event in our country right after apartheid, when we got to invite the whole world to come to our country to see what this Rainbow Nation is all about. And then what I experienced in the streets of South Africa. It's impossible to describe adequately in any medium what South Africa went through just after that game and then in the following years. And to have Mr. Mandela there, the biggest Springbok fan with a Springbok on his heart, given our country's history, it changed all of the players' lives and it changed our country.
Unbelievably special, as it was in 2007 and 2019 as well. The Springboks are going to France as defending champions.
Got my tickets.
Who are their biggest threat?
I got my tickets. It's going to be epic. The top three, they're the threats. You know, if you look at Ireland, France, and New Zealand will be the threats. I quite fancy us when we get to the knockout stages. We have this mentality in knockout rugby that we like. We love it. You know, it's do or die. But we've got to get there first. We've got a tough pool.
Well, we wish you all well, and great to be in the company of Francois Pienaar, our 1995 Rugby World Cup winning captain. Rugby World Cup winning captain in 2007 with the Springboks. Smitty, just your reflections on what that win meant for you, for your team, for the country. It had been a difficult 2006.
It's an emotional rollercoaster, you know, playing for your country, especially in the build-up to a World Cup. So a year before, having lost 6 in a row, I think the first emotion was one of relief when the final whistle went. I think the first guy I hugged was the referee, which did look a little bit dubious, but he was the closest there. So
South Africa going to France as defending Rugby World Cup champions.
Probably the most exciting, but the most difficult World Cup to win, especially if you're on that side of the pool, the draw.
Yeah, we certainly agree on this side of the world that this is going to be the most competitive Rugby World Cup ever. And it's just such a pleasure, a privilege for us to be able to contribute just a little bit to what you're doing over there as the Eemerge Foundation. From all of our Rugby World Cup winning captains, we wish you well. Sia, great to see you and great to see you getting fit. Just a quick word on what winning the Rugby World Cup meant for you personally, for you as a team, and for South Africa.
It honestly changed my life, but it not only me, it also changed people's lives around me, you know, with the impact that we're able to make with that.
We are sending you all the very best for all the work that you're doing over there in Australia. And Sia and his wife Rachel through the Kolisi Foundation doing some amazing work in education as well. So we understand your work and we wish you well. Cheers.
Cheers.
There are lots of places to put your money, and if you're looking for something that has genuine leverage, genuinely delivers a lot of income and grows over time, develops a network effect and the impact they can have, then the Eemerge Foundation has got to be a great place to put your money.